This is London Soul Radio, the soul of London. It's the Miles Crawford show. And on my show, you know, we have some very, very special guests. And this one is certainly an absolutely special guest. Got a new single out that we're going to talk about. And I've just played you one of her singles called Glory Cloud. That single was from 2016, but we are now in 2020. So let's speak to her ourselves. Please welcome Fiona York, Kenya. Hello, Fiona.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi, Mark. How you doing?
I'm all right. Really good to get to speak to you.
You too.
And, okay, so we can't meet because of COVID and all of that. But with the powers of technology, we can still have a telephone conversation, can't we?
Absolutely. Thank God for that.
I know. I've got to say this right at the beginning. Your new song, Direction, I absolutely love it.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
I love it with a vengeance. I'm going to be really cheeky here. I love the album cover picture.
Good. I'm glad. That's a good news. That's good news.
I think it's wicked. It's a wicked picture. It really brilliant. Is. So who was that? Was that a photo shoot picture? Were you just leaning up against the wall before you went out and took that picture?
No, my husband took the picture.
Oh, hubby took it. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's why there's attention to detail on that picture. What?
Yeah, he took the pictures that day. Because there was quite a few that we took that day.
Yeah.
Because it was nice and sunny outside. I think it was the summertime, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was nice and sunny and stuff. And my friend, she did my hair and makeup and everything. So, yeah.
Oh,
and then
wow.
hubby took the pics.
Yeah, no, hubby's... Because he does a lot with you, actually, doesn't he? He shoots videos and he's been at the background of you for years, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. He does the creative kind of, I have an idea and then we'll discuss it and then he helps to execute it and stuff.
Yeah.
Because he's an artist, but he's like a visual artist in terms of he paints.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that. So he's quite
an artist.
World. Yeah. So he does that. He's got background in media and stuff like that as well. So yeah, it's good.
Well, he's got his uses, hasn't he, Fiona?
Yeah. I would hope so. I would hope so. Yep.
So what's his artist name then? Your hubby. Let's plug him as well whilst we're here.
Arms Mac.
Arms.
ARMSMAC.
Okay. Has he got anything online that people can have a look at?
Yeah, he's got on his website, armsmac.com, he's got a virtual exhibition. He was meant to do that this year, but obviously because of COVID as well.
Yeah.
So he launched a virtual exhibition that's open until next year, March.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can go on, you can log in, you can, have a virtual look around, walk around, look at the artwork. So he's got that out, and then he should have some more paintings coming up on another artist website soon.
Sure.
But he's also got, he's got that. He's got links so that you can, get prints and other merchandise as well with his artwork on there.
Wow.
But if you wanted, say, a beach towel or a notebook or a cup or anything like that with his designs on there, you can also order that as well.
And that, that sort of a website is fantastic, especially coming up to Christmas.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, definitely.
And stuff like that. That's brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. Arms Mac, ARMSMAC.com.
.com, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'll give that another plug a little bit later. Arms Mac. Might even interview him as well, in time for Christmas. Get that out. And then you can say to him, you see, hubby, because of that photo, I got you that radio interview. Do you see what I mean?
That's right. Absolutely.
No, that's all good, man. So a creative couple, that's good. And you complement each other anyway, because I like, the fact that you said, we just discuss it, throw it around a bit, see where it takes us. Some things you use, some things you don't,
That's right. Yeah, definitely.
But no, that album cover, if you're listening, just go online right now, direction, you can go on Spotify because you got the song on Spotify as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you can see the album. She's wearing this lovely purple, and she's looking at you going, "Go on, buy the single. Go on. Just go on."
That's right.
But then when you do listen to the single, it's fantastic. Really, really. It was my sister actually, Carol Crawford, played it to me because we always do a review of singles that we're going to be playing on the upcoming show. And we always play on our shows, we play upcoming artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we already have a dedicated gospel show on the station, and he plays just all the usual stuff. So I just thought, well, let's do something a little bit different. Let's play artists they would never usually hear, you know.
Yeah.
And so she played Direction, and I thought, wow, who's that? But I just thought, you must be from Miami or Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
But no, you're North London, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm originally from Birmingham, actually. I was born in Birmingham.
Oh, I can detect that little bit of accent coming out now you said that.
But, I was born in Birmingham, but I moved here because of education when I started university.
Mm.
And even when I finished my degree, I went on to do more training in criminal justice. Mm-hmm. But I had applied at the time for Birmingham and for London. So it was a bit of a thing like, whichever one gets back to me, I will go for them or I'll study. And Birmingham didn't get back to me, so I was like, okay. I was like, all right, okay.
Yeah, just like London then.
My career in London, that's it, yeah. So the rest is history.
But you'd been to London before, but you didn't think you'd be like studying down there at all?
I think for me, I always looked at London as like a big open space of, you know, freedom and so much to do. Because I'd come here before, like it was so exciting. I'm somebody who likes traveling. Okay. So when I was younger and I used to visit London, it was just always about the attractions and going to Oxford Street. And you know, when you're young and you think, yeah, we could be doing that every day. Obviously, you're not doing that every day. But you kind of have this kind of like, I just used to just look at it and think, wow, you know, it's a big city. I mean, Birmingham's the second biggest city. Yeah. But I think I literally done everything I had to do in Birmingham in terms of places to go and stuff like that.
There's only so many times you can go to that bull ring. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's not far from where I live. So, so London for me was just like, there's, you know, uni, freedom, the student life, everything like that. And I kind of, when I first started uni, was like, I'll do 3 years and then I'll just go back to Birmingham. Yeah. But after the first year of studying here, that's when like Christ found me, literally, in my bedroom. And that's when everything changed, like in terms of looking in my life of purpose and seeking God and walking with God. That's when everything changed. So I might have had a plan when I first got here. Sure. But by the time I stayed and had my first year of uni, things dramatically changed. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. And had you always had music and song? Yeah. You'd always had that in your blood, right? Yeah, because my grandmother, she's the one who kind of taught me to sing, and she was in a choir and she was in a singing group herself. So yeah, through her influence, and then my uncle, he's a musician as well. Wow. He's a bass player, so he's had his studio and stuff like that. So yeah, and then I had another uncle who, you know, loved music, and I used to grow up looking at him, you know, with all these cassette tapes and everything. And so yeah, music was always around, and obviously growing up, I used to watch all the Whitney Houstons and Mariah Careys and everything like that. So yeah, I was always able to explore different music genres as well. And, you know, growing up, my mum never, you know, stopped me from listening to all different types of music. I used to take over the TV, watch my MTV, everything like that. So yeah, and then I had the gospel influence from my grandmother and stuff, and being in church, being raised in church as well. You kind of have that in your blood, you know how it is. So. Yeah, no, exactly how it is. And I mean, it rings through, you know, from all your music. I mean, even from the track Glory Cloud, which it's an up-tempo track, that one. It's a more up-tempo one. And then, you know, you to Direction, which is, you know, it's got that message in there. And it's perfect
that track is perfect for the situation that we're in right now.
Right, yeah. And it's so crazy because I wrote that song last year.
Wow.
Yeah, I wrote that song last year, and it was just a personal song about my own situation. And I just thought, you know what, if I'm going through this, I'm sure there's a lot of people that, as Christians, they might not say it, but it's, even in the Bible, somebody like Job, who he wasn't in his mind doing anything wrong whatsoever, and then all of a sudden calamity came upon him, and you see through his prayers, he's like asking God, like, what is going on? Literally, like, what did I do? You know, and it's almost as if, not that God is not listening, but God really makes him wait and really makes him go through certain situations and seek him, even though he's sick and things are crumbling all around him. And I just feel like sometimes as Christians, we might give people this idea that every time we pray, the prayers get answered straight away, or every time we want something, God gives it to us straight away, or, you know, and we're encouraged in God's word to seek his face. And, you know, if you lose something down the sofa and whatever, or you misplace your phone, it can feel frustrating. You're like, where is it? Like, I just need to find it. But, yeah, and God kind of says, you know, you have to really seek me. You have to look for me. You have to read my word. You have to pray. You have to wait. And trust that even though he might not give you the answer when you want it, that he knows what's best for you. And, you know, in you, it's developing patience during that season. It's developing growth in that season. So that's kind of why I wrote the song. So by the time we came to 2020, I had plans to release this earlier in 2020, then get onto the next song, and then onto the next song. That was kind of my plan for 2020. And then March happened, and I had just, I think it was a week before, just straight through completing the video.
Okay.
Because we had just got to the point of like the hand washing and the glove wearing and all these kind of things. And the day of the shoot, we had sanitizers because it was just starting.
Goodness. Wow.
And I was like, and that week we were still like, are we still going ahead? Are we still going ahead? Are we still doing it? Is everyone okay? Is anyone coughing? All that kind of thing. And we just got through the video, shooting the video that day. And then we had the lockdown.
Wow.
I think it was 6 months kind of thing. So during that time, it was the focus was on like, what is actually happening this year then? Because everybody was in that phase of uncertainty. But, you know, during that time I was able to, you know, work with the videographer to get the video edited and just work on other stuff like the CD cover and everything else that goes along with it.
Sure.
I hadn't done stuff like that for a long time. So I was having to relearn a lot of things, even about social media and uploading your tracks and, you know, what I had done before. I was like, oh, this has changed. Okay, this is new. It's okay.
You found different skills you never knew you had.
Yeah, so even though it was, in a sense, like a delay of what I had planned, it was still good to kind of get back on track and not have any pressure to kind of, you know, put myself under any pressure, basically. So, yeah, and then I just felt, when I started to get things done, my husband was like, when are you releasing the song? When are you releasing the song? When are you releasing the song? Because the year is just starting to, speed away. So I was like, yeah, I need to just put it out, just get what I have to get out, just put it out. And that's what we did. So, and now we're here. So to hear people say the song, you know, is for now, it's speaking to them, it's resonating with them, the situation, the season that we're in, it's such a blessing. It's just such a blessing, and just all glory to God for, he knew at the time, even though I was writing it for one reason, he knew when it was going to be released and why. So it's just amazing. Yeah, it really is.
No, well, it's you know, it's got powerful message in there, and you know, as you say, even though it was written last year, you are reaching people in the situation that we are now. That's really important. I'm going to play. I'm going to once we finish talking, I'm going to play Direction. But there's another track you did called "Love for Me." Yeah, I like that one as well. I've listened to a lot of your music.
Oh, wonderful!
I have.
Thank you.
I got my favourites.
Thank you so much.
So I'm going to play "Love for Me" now, and on the other side we'll come back and we'll talk about it. So could you intro the song Love for me?
Okay, cool. So you are listening to the Soul of London Radio, and this is Love for Me.
In the season that I'm in right now, life is sometimes up and down. But the one thing that keeps me grounded is your love and truth that bounds. You are all that I need to keep my mind stable every day. Yeah. And your plan for me unfolds as I walk by faith. So I don't know everything, but I know about your love for me. But I know about your love for me, yeah. I don't know everything, no. About your love for me. Your love is so deep, so high. So what is your love for me? I know, yeah. So deep, so high. So what is your love for me? Tragedies are all around us now. People's hearts failing for fear. But you promised that in these last days you will never leave and always be here. The definition of peace is your joy in the midst of the storm. No matter how I feel, I'm confident we're gonna get through it all. Yeah. I don't know everything. I don't know everything, no, no. But this one thing I know. I don't know everything, but I know about your love for me. Your love is so deep, so high, and it's so high. Yeah. What is your love for me? Oh, your love is so deep, Lord, and it's so high. What is your love for me? I'm so glad about it. I will shout about it. His love, His love, His love, His love. I'm so glad about it. I will shout about it. His love, His love, His love, His love. So high, so high. What is your love for me? Oh, your love is so deep, reach way down, Lord. What is your love for me? So deep, so high. So what is your love for me? Your love, your love, your love is so high, so high. What is your love for me? I'm so glad, I'm so glad. I will shout about it. His love, His love, His love, His love. I'm so glad about it. I will shout about your love, His love, His love, your love, His love. Oh, Lord, so high, it's so high. What is your love for me? I know it is so deep, so high, 'cause you gave your life. What is your love for me? Oh, yes it is. So high. So what is your love for me? It's so deep, so high. So what is your love for me? Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, I do like that track. I do like that track. 2017, 3 years ago, when you wrote that
Yeah.
one. So never, I mean, around about that time, you'd never envisage what was to be coming, for the future. So were you a different person then? Were you a different person? Did you have different thoughts when you wrote that song?
Actually, I think what had happened was with that song is because at the time I was in I had released, a couple EPs, So I was quite busy at the time with ministry and, you know, singing out at the weekends and singing at gigs. And I was kind of in that mode. And I had sketched this song, an idea of this song. And I remember I was at a rehearsal for one thing, for an event. And I remember saying to the musicians, I've got this idea for a song. It's literally in the rough, but I want to see if we can, you know, push this into the event that we're doing. So that night we kind of did like a rough sketch. I don't even think the structure of the song was how it is now. It was a bit, you know, rough around the edges. But the guys were really good, and and it was a vibe. So we were like, okay, yeah, I think we feel confident enough that we can sing it at the event. And then I remember singing it at the event, and the response to the song was like, it was just a vibe, and people were enjoying the song. And then I just kept doing that. And I just realised that there was something on the song, because every time I would sing it, people would continue singing it, or, do you know what I mean? So I said, yeah, we need to get this recorded. So I had got the song recorded. I think it was 2016, yeah, and then that was the year that I met my husband. And when I was in Ghana, because I had said to him, it would be lovely if I could shoot the video in Ghana. And he said, yeah, that's cool. Sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, he said that's cool. And I just thought we were going to do something really simple, you know, just go there, do a little performance video, and then wrap it up. When I got there, he had all this plan that I'm going to go up this lighthouse. I'm going to go to some of the landmarks. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I do not like heights. I do not like heights. I was like, what are you telling me? I'm going to go into some lighthouse in the sky. It was like, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
My goodness.
So yeah, then we shot the video. We shot the video in Ghana.
Wow.
But then that year I got engaged and stuff like that. So then I released it. I think it was the following year. Yeah, the following year. That was my last single, I think, that I released that year, because I came back, we did the editing and stuff, and all the rest that goes along with it, and then we released it in the 2017. So, yeah, that was the background to that song. I was actually singing that song before I had actually recorded it professionally.
Yeah.
But because of the live feedback that I was getting, I was like, this is definitely something. And you know what? It really, that was really a good time in 2017, because I was able to have the track and people would really love the song. So, yeah.
That's the thing, because you never know. You know, when you write a song, you produce a song and anything like that, you never know. It actually could be the next big thing. You just never know. And the only time you're going to know is when you put it out there, whether you put it out there in a live performance and stuff. And, you know, I like you taking the initiative on that and thinking, do you know what, I'm going to record this and put it out. Because as you know, some songs, you know, you make a wave then, but they have a knack of coming back. Yeah. And then all of a sudden your song is a big hit and you think, how did that happen? Something happened. Your song was played. All of a sudden it's a big hit and you're thinking, well, I actually wrote that 4 years ago, that song.
That's right. Yeah, so, definitely. That's so
you know,
true,
get it back out there. And that's how it happens sometimes, you know, with the music. And, you know, but no, I do like that track. I really do like that track. So I thought, no, I've got to play that as well. So I'm just finding a sneaky way of getting as many of your tracks played as possible. You know, and but coming back to your current track, Direction, I read your blog that you did.
Yeah.
And that was quite deep, wasn't it? Your blog?
You think so?
Not really. I want to see, this is why I'd love to get you in the studio, and we're going to do this because reading that blog, I thought, right, I want to get her in the studio so we can get down to the nitty gritty. Yeah? So you promised me once COVID is finished and everything like that, you'll get on the plane from North London to Gatwick.
Definitely a trip. Definitely, yes. I will.
You know, and then we'll get you in the studio, and then we can have a good old natter. And there are some other projects that myself and my sister and C&M Media would like you to get involved with as well. And no doubt Carol will be speaking to you about those as well. A lot of fun things that we're doing creatively, shall we say.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I am also eager to what's your it's your husband now, isn't he? What's your husband's name?
Mark Kainya, yeah.
Mark. So come on then. So you got engaged in Ghana, right? Did he do it up one of those mountains?
No, but I was still high up on a hotel roof.
Oh right.
I was still in the sky. This is the thing about height. Yeah. Okay. So it was a party, his friend's or his cousin's party, I think it was birthday party. And you know when they have like the rooftop and balconies where you can have drinks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we were there, and then he took out the ring and got down on one knee.
Wow! So he did the whole shebang then.
Yeah.
He did it in front of everybody as well, did he?
Oh yeah.
I like his style. My goodness. Fair play, Mark. Well done, Mark. Well done. So lucky you didn't say, well, I'm not quite ready yet, Mark.
Exactly.
Can we talk about it?
Not good.
Oh, well, Fiona, man, it's been really, really good speaking to you.
Thank you.
We're going to play that lovely track Direction now. And, if you could intro that for us, that'll be absolutely fantastic.
Okay, thank you so much. This is the new single, and it is called Direction.
It's time to talk, I don't know where to start. So let me pour out the frustrations in my heart. Every part of me was screaming out, where are you? Will you answer me in this prayer? Because I don't know what to do. I don't know what decision to make. Reading your word and every day I pray, but God, you seem silent on this one. Let me know which way to turn, because I don't want to take a step without you. Let me hear your voice, for you know I'm here and I need your direction, Lord. I know your ways are not my ways, and I know you're teaching me to walk by faith. I know all insecurities will be crushed by you. Your light, your truth, I'll direction, Lord.
Need your direction. Yeah, love it. As you can see, I'm no good at singing. Yeah, I'm the sort of person, when you hear me singing the song, you have to actually put the actual track on to make sure my singing doesn't spoil it. You know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm not that bad, but no. So, Fiona, how can we get in touch with you? And, how can we get involved in your journey?
Yeah, you can hit me up on Instagram, Fiona York Music. YouTube, again, is Fiona York Music. Twitter, Fiona York Music. And Facebook, Fiona York Music.
So it's Fiona York Music.
Yes.
That's very creative. I like that.
Yes, it is.
That's very
and
great.
and then if you want to download the single, it's available on Amazon or the Spotify, the digital online. You can type Fiona York Kenya and direction, and you can listen to the song there.
Yep. Okay, that's exactly what I was going to ask, because it's in the palm of everyone's hands nowadays, isn't it? You know.
Yeah,
so
I know that some people don't, because when I speak to people, some people don't have Spotify, some people don't have other things. So it's nice to have a range of where people can get
absolutely. So it's mainly Amazon, Spotify.
Yeah, Apple as well. They've got it there.
And Apple, yeah. What about your website? Got a website going?
The website is just a front page at the moment because I'm trying to work on my social media.
All
but
right.
if you want to go onto my blog site, then that is thesoundfreedomblog.com.
The Sound?
So not the soundfreedomblog.com.
Okay, Sound Freedom Blog.
Yes, .com, yeah.
Okay. And then just type in your name.
No, you don't have to. Just put soundfreedomblog, that's fine.
Oh, right.
.com.
All right, got it. No worries. See, what you should do a little crafty thing. Whoever's put that page up for you, right?
Yeah.
Tell them, just put a link. Just put a link on that one page. Just put a link that someone can click and get to that track direction. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's true.
Yeah. You see? And then you can just give your website out, and they can get to that link on that one page.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool.
See, I've got ideas as well, Mark. I got ideas, fella. All right.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. It has been wonderful, wonderful speaking to you. Can't wait to meet you when you come into the studio.
You too. Yeah.
All right. So we'll hook that up in the new year, hopefully. Hopefully COVID will have passed and we'll get that going.
Yeah, we need it to. Tiring.
But before then, we will, our paths will cross again, most definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
And
thank you so much.
Not forgetting armsmac.com. He's got a virtual exhibition going. And you can purchase items for the upcoming Christmas season for friends, families, and colleagues.
Definitely.
Yeah, something, a different way of doing things online. It's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to give a shout out to anyone, Fiona?
Shout out to Ian Copeland Green, who works with me on the direction track, as well as Go Cloud and Love for Me as well. Shout out to him because, he has just been such an encouragement with the music and just being able to capture the vision and put it, musically alongside the lyrics that I write. So he's an amazing artist as well as a producer. So I'm thankful to him for shouting him out big time. Because he worked with me on direction.
Well, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. And once again, thank you so much for giving us the time today. And look forward to doing more with you in the future.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Fiona.
Thank you so much, Miles.
Okay. Bye for now.
Take care. Bye.